All right, welcome back some more Backyard Baseball 97. After failing the random kid wheel challenge twice now by losing in my first attempt 2-0 and then losing in my second attempt 3-2 on a walk-off home run from Pablo Sanchez, I'll be revisiting it in this one for my third attempt. And like always, I'll be playing on hard difficulty in this one. Now it's time to pick teams. Let's see who's going to get the first pick. And the CPU ends up getting it, and they go with Mikey Thomas for their first pick, who's quite possibly the best power hitter in the game. Who is the wheel gonna choose for our first pick? And you know what? I'll take it. Don't sleep on my boy Kenny. And there he is in his wheelchair. I just got my starting pitcher with that 4-star rating. Of course, the CPU chooses Pablo Sanchez with their second pick, who, like I mentioned earlier, walked off against this in the last attempt. It's all good though. There's a lot of great names still left out there on the board. Angela, one of the best batters and pitchers in the game as well. I'm stoked about this one. It adds depth on the mound, as now we got the 2 best pitchers in the game, and we keep the other team from getting her as well. Stephanie Morgan for their third pick. Not bad. If I can somehow pull Pete Wheeler right here. And no, we end up getting Sydney Weber. You know what? That's okay. Now I just got to try and get her twin sister, Ashley, so they can get their boost. And the CPU chooses Ernie. I'm glad they didn't try and take Ashley there. Imagine we pull Ashley and we get the Weber twins back to back. Nope, come on. Oh my goodness, I was this close to getting one of the best power hitters in the game in Keisha. Instead, we get Dimitri, who's not bad himself and has some decent power, but it's just not the same. And of course, the CPU chooses Keisha with their next pick. That was such a tease. Who is our 5th pick going to be? Please no, please no, please no. Oh my goodness. I'm tired of the wheel giving me one of the worst players in the game. And they take Sally Dobbs. Pick number 6 coming right up. If I were playing backyard soccer, I'd be stoked. You know what? We dodged a bullet. It looks like he didn't show up as he's not on the bleachers, and we get to respin now. Can we take advantage of this opportunity? And look who we got. The other Weber twin and Ashley, just like I was hoping for. And now we got the twin boosts. Jocinda is their 7th pick. Ahmed is still available, and so is Amir. Instead, we get Marky. But it looks like Marky didn't show up either. So we get to respin back-to-back picks. Is this going to end up being a good thing or a bad thing? And I'd probably rather have had Marky, because Reese is one of the worst batters in the game. And the CPU takes Lisa with their 8th pick. I still can't believe Ahmed is available here in the 8th round. And we were so close to getting him, but we got Amir, his younger brother who's not as good. And I have a strong feeling that the CPU is now going to take Ahmed with their last pick. Of course they do. You don't want to pair those 2 together. Last but not least, the wheel chooses Pete Wheeler, the fastest player in the game. What a walk-off pick right there. It turns out for the 3rd time today, our pick didn't show up. That one hurts. Well, looking at who's left, I guess Luann would be the next fastest player and best player to go with. That's like Pete. And we end up getting Billie Jean Blackwood. What a downgrade, going from Pete Wheeler to Billie Jean Blackwood. Of course, the Hornets got Pablo Sanchez on the mound. And we got Sydney Weber leading this thing off. We were a little bit early, and that might have been a home run if we waited back. Now we got an 0-2 count, we're fighting. We're on that one though. And Ahmed can't make the play. He falls over, and we'll take a leadoff runner. And now that brings up Amir in the 2 spot. Beautiful. Line drive. We probably should have went with power. Sally makes the catch, and we get doubled out there from right because Sydney went too far. And just like that, we got 2 outs, and that brings up Angela in the 3 spot. Come on, Angela. And she gets underneath it, sadly.
Dog will hunt.
And just like that, we're scoreless in the top of the 1st. The one thing that makes me feel better in this attempt is having Kenny on the mound. If we want to win this thing and finally beat this challenge, it's gonna be up to him. Right back to Kenny on the mound. Should be an easy play. And it is. And now that brings up the power hitter, Keisha. Gotta be careful. 1-2 count. Kenny wants a slow ball. Can we get Keisha to chase? She doesn't swing, and we'll take our first strikeout of the day. And now that brings up another one of the best power hitters in Ahmed. Another 1-2 count. We're going with the slow ball, low outside again. Can we make it back-to-back strikeouts? He hits it hard. And Reese is not going to make the play, sadly. That'll be a 2-out single. You know what? That's okay. Oh, what is he doing? Come on, throw him out, throw him out. And he gets too aggressive, and we throw him out to get out of the inning. That's huge. Top of the second, we got Dimitri leading this inning off. Pablo starts us off with an 0-2 count. We're fighting once again. Let's go, Dimitri. Come on, baby. And another power shortage as Mikey makes the catch for out number 1. Now that brings up Ashley. She puts it in play. And it's going to get down. We'll take a 1-out single. The Weber twins are the only players of mine to get on base today so far. And now that brings up Billie Jean Blackwood. Of course, it's a ground ball, and that's probably going to be a double play. And no, she's safe. She beats it out. And now with 2 outs, that brings up Kenny. Okay, Kenny, I see you. I see you, Kenny. A 2-out hit. And now we got runners on first and second in scoring position now. But sadly, it brings up the bottom lineup now with Reese Worthington in the 8th spot. Sadly, that's going to end the inning. All he has to do is step on third. Bottom of the second, and now they got Pablo Sanchez leading this inning off in the cleanup. The 2, 3, 4 batters of this lineup is just crazy. Pablo lays down a bunt. Not sure why he did that. That's an easy out. She's first pitch swinging. That's an easy out with Sydney over at short. It's too easy. And now that brings up Mikey in the 6th spot. I forgot about him. Another home run hitter we got to watch out for in this lineup. It's honestly like we're playing the backyard baseball all-star team at this point. But we got a 1-2 count on him. Kenny wants the left hook low and away. Just don't hang it, my man. And he hangs it. And what do you know? Mikey makes it a 1-0 game as he hits it over the pool. Oh my goodness. 410-foot bomb. Honestly, would have been better off just walking. Ernie hits it pretty good. Can Dimitri throw him out from center, though? With that cannon, he does, baby! And we hold him to 1 on the bottom of the second. Top of the third, we got our 9 batter, Jorge Garcia, leaving this thing off. Jorge, I didn't know you were like that. He killed that ball, but sadly, Lisa makes the play at the hot corner. With 1 out, now that brings up the top of the lineup and Sydney Weber again. Come on, baby. Get out of here, and no, it's off Keisha. Oh, it is a home run. The ball bounces off Keisha over the fence in center for a solo home run. The tip drill gets us on the board, and it looks like it's a 180-foot home run as we tie the game up at 1. I'll take it. Now that brings up Amir. Sadly, it's straight to Ernie. And there's 2. And now that brings Angela back up. Instead, she pops it up. Back to the mound. And Pablo drops it. But she's almost thrown out, but she beats it out. It keeps the inning alive, and now we got Dimitri up. And back to Pablo on the mound. Can he make the catch this time? And no, he doesn't, but Lisa got him. Sally's worked it back to a full count to start the bottom of the second. Kenny wants a slow ball. Don't want a walker. She doesn't swing the bats, and we get strike at number 2. She hits the curve, but Dimitri makes the play in center for 2. First pitch swinging right back to Kenny on the mound. Kenny, no, pick it up. Come on. And we get a clean 1-2-3 inning for the first time today. Top of the 4th, we got Ashley Weber leading this inning off. Here we go, Ashley. I see you. That'll get down. But he throws us out from left field with that cannon. What should have been a leadoff single turns into a 7-3. You don't see that every day. Mikey stole that from us. Now we got Billie Jean Blackwood up. Billy, I didn't know you were built like that. But sadly, Mikey makes the catch. And now that brings up Kenny with 2. On the ground, but sadly, that should be an easy play. And no, it's a bad throw, and Kenny's on with 2. We stay alive. And now that brings up Reese Worthington. You know what? They could honestly possibly beat this out. And no. Bottom of the 4th, and they got Keisha back up, leading this inning off. We got to try and get through this gauntlet of the batting order once again. She's first pitch swinging, but Dimitri is going to make this play. Never mind. He won't pick it up. And what was that throw? I clicked on second and he threw it over her head. And that turns into a double instead. That could come back to hurt us. As now they got a runner in scoring position with no outs. With an 0-2 count against Ahmed, we're not messing around. We'll bring out the elevator ball. And the power-up pitch, get us a strikeout. And it does. He goes down looking. And now we got to get past Pablo Sanchez. And you know what? With an open base at first, I'm going to intentionally walk him. Did Pablo really just chase that when I'm trying to intentionally walk him? I want no part of Pablo. Take your base, buddy. Oh, she's stealing third. Come on, gunner. And what was that throw, Angela? You've got to be kidding me. Now they got runners on first and third, and it sets up a sac fly opportunity. Are they going to keep her? Come on, beat her. And we got two. It moves the runner over to second, and now they got runners on second and third with 2 outs. And that brings up Mikey Thomas, who has their only RBI of the day on that solo shot he hit in his first at-bat. And with us having an open base at first, we're going to intentionally walk him as well. Now we load up the bases here with 2 outs. And that brings up Ernie Steele. But because we're playing at Steele Stadium, he has his stats boosted. Can we get out of this situation here scoreless? You know what? We're going to use our more juice right here. We're going to need it. Right down the middle, come on. No, it hits off Billie Jean. She can't make the play. And they're gonna take the lead. Oh no, we get out at second. And we prevent the run right there. That's a huge mistake as the game stays tied now. Top of the 5th, and we got Jorge leading this inning off. After how hard Jorge hit that ball on the line drive in his last at bat, we're letting him power swing today.
Hit hard.
Well, you know what? It is what it is. Now with 1, we got the top lineup back up with Sydney Weber, who has our only run for us today on the home run that tipped off Keisha.
A bouncing ball.
Ernie makes a diving play, and it gets her by a step. Now with 2, that brings up Amir. And he pops it up. You gotta be kidding me, man. And they make the play. A quick 1-2-3 inning for us. 2-2 count against Sal just at the bottom of the 5th. Kenny wants the slow ball. Can we get our 4th K of the game? She's way late, and we do. It jams her. Come on, Kenny. Easy play back to the mound for 2. 1-2 count. Kenny wants the heat. High inside cheese. She's way late, and we get her for strikeout number 5. Top of the 6th. We're all tied up, and we got Angela leading this inning off. Come on, baby. And it bounces off Keisha. And she's in there. She beats Sally's cannon from right. Leadoff runner on, and now that brings up Dimitri. You've got to be kidding me.
Gotta watch your kneecaps on those taters.
But he beats it out. It's not a double play. And now that brings up Ashley with 1. Or hit into a double play. You've got to be kidding me. Bottom of the 6th. It's all tied up, and the Hornets have the chance to walk it off against us again here in our 3rd attempt in this challenge. Not only that, they got Keisha leading it off, and we got to get through the hardest part of the lineup in this inning as well. It's not looking good for us. 0-2 count. We're bringing out the elevator ball. Can we get the strikeout here? And we do. There's 1. But now we got to try and get past Ahmed. Another 0-2 count. We're going back to the elevator ball high inside. And we get back-to-back Ks. And now that brings up Pablo Sanchez. He hit the walk-off home run against us in the last attempt. I'm not letting him do that here. I'm going to intentionally walk him again. Pablo, go ahead and take your base once again. Oh, that's right down the middle. She hits it hard. But Amir makes the catch, and we're going to extras. And back-to-back attempts in this challenge. Top of the 7th, we got Billie Jean Blackwood leading this inning off. Yes. Come on, baby. And that's going to get down. For a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position with no outs. Now that brings up Kenny. We're fighting with an 0-2 count. Kenny, we got to put this in play. He does. You know what? Can Kenny beat that out? No. Now we got 1, and that brings up Reese Worthington. Of course. We're in the worst part of the lineup now. You know what? I'm sending Billie Jean. Come on. Yes, they trip. And they're both going to be safe. Runners on 1st and 3rd. And now we got a sac fly opportunity for Jorge. Can he become the unlikely hero in this game?
A bouncing ball.
And no, that's going to be a double play to end the inning. Oh my goodness. Now in the bottom of the 7th, they got Mikey leading this thing off, who again has their only RBI of the day. I'm intentionally walking him. Not messing around with his power. And he chases it. With that, I'm going to come after him with some power-up pitches. Back up the middle on the mound to Kenny.
Great shot.
And we end up getting it out instead of having to walk him. 1-2 count. Can we get Ernie right here?
Here's the pitch. Swing.
And we do. 1-2 count for strikeout number 9.
Swing.
She's way early. And we force the 8th. Top of the 8th. We got the top of the lineup leading this thing off with Sydney Weber.
The swing.
And she pops it up. We just missed it. Of course. Keisha, please drop this. And she makes the catch. Come on, Amir.
Swing. Back
I think he got underneath it again. He does. And Sally makes the catch for 2 quick outs. Now it's all down to Angela.
A swing.
She pops it up, but sadly, it's not going to be deep enough in center. And Keisha makes the out for another 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 8th, they got Jacinda leading this inning off. Time to use some more juice.
A swing.
She hits it back up the middle. Kenny can't make the play. Angela fields it though. And we get the out off the tip drill. Can we get her on the right hook away?
Swung on.
And we do. Strikeout number 10 on the day. Now that brings up Keisha. We gotta be careful here.
Bird. Swing.
All right, back in the middle. Dimitri can throw her out. With that arm, he doesn't. And now that brings up Ahmed.
Swing.
He's first pitch swinging. Come on.
Bouncing ball.
Make the play.
Easy play for her. Chucks it to first.
And we're out of it. We're heading to the 9th. Top of the 9th, we got Dimitri leading this inning off. Come on, baby.
Long drive.
Can that finally get out? No, it's off the wall, but Keisha throws them out from center. Their whole outfield has cannons, as they just scored an 8-3 now. Now we got Ashley up with 1. Fighting with the 1-2 count. Fallon pitches off.
Delivery. Strike.
And they call it a strike. I thought that was low. Now with 2, that brings up Billie Jean Blackwood.
Swing.
And we pop it up. My goodness, man.
Ooh. He's out of there.
Bottom of the 9th, and they got Pablo leading this inning off. Again, I'm going to intentionally walk him for the 3rd straight time. And he leads off this inning on first now. 0-2 count on Stephanie. Kenny has hit 100 pitches on the day. Can we get her with pitch 101?
Throws it.
And we do. We get the call for strikeout number 11 and pizza. Everybody get hashtag pizza in the comments. Now that brings up Mikey, who again has their only RBI of the day. If I walk him, it puts Pablo in scoring position. We're going to come after him with some power-up pitches.
Swung on.
You've got to be kidding me.
Roll one deep.
It's off the wall. That probably just lost us the game. I think Pablo's going to score. And no, but they got runners on 1st and 3rd now. 1 out.
Swung on. A
They put it in play.
bouncing ball.
Can we roll 2?
Right to the pitch.
Get Mikey out there. Throw him out at 1.
The throw to first
And we
base.
roll the double play. And we get out of that inning somehow. We're going to the 10th. Top of the 10th. Kenny is leading this inning off.
Swing.
Kenny, come on, baby.
Chopper to third.
Ah, he can't beat out Lisa's arm.
And
Darn
he's
it.
out.
Now it's one that brings up Reese.
Swing. Hit hard.
Reese, I didn't know you were built like that. He crushes it. And they can't make the play. He's on. Now that brings up Jorge.
A swing.
And there's the double play.
Bloopers sent him running.
Let's go, baby. Oh my goodness. This team. Bottom of the 10th. 0-2 count though.
The delivery. The swing.
And we'll take the strikeout. Full count. We're going to bring out the fireball. Can we get the strikeout? And she's way late, and we do. With having more juice, I knew I could get away with it. 2-2 count.
He winds. The delivery. The swing.
And Kenny strikes out the side in the bottom of the 10th. We're going to the 11th. And we got the top of the lineup leading off the top of the 11th. And Sydney Weber. Can we finally get another run?
The wing. A bouncing ball. That little blooper sent him running.
Sadly, she can't beat that out. Now that brings up Amir, who's 0 for 4. He's due.
The wing.
Can that please be off the barn?
That dog will
And it gets down. Let's go. Come on. Can he beat out Sally's arm? Oh, and he does. A 2-run shot right here, Angela, would be amazing.
The swing.
Let's go!
Roll one deep.
She does it. Come on, baby. No, it's off the truck. You've got to be kidding me. We got robbed. How is that not a home run? It was over the fence and bounced back in. You've got to be kidding me. We got runners on 1st, 2nd, and score position now, and that brings up Dimitri.
The wing. And drove one deep.
Oh, they're going to be safe. Come on. Come on. Everybody's going to be safe. She's sitting there. And we got bases loaded now with 1. And that brings up Ashley Weber. This is our chance.
The wing. And
Come on, that's got to get down. And it does. That's going to score a run. And we take the lead 2-1 in the top of the 11th. And the bases stay loaded with one out, and that brings up Billie Jean Blackwood. Oh my goodness, thank you. Everybody get back, everybody get back. That's fine.
And the runner tags.
All right, we got two. Now it's all down to Kenny. Can he clutch up right here and give us some insurance runs? Sadly, that's not gonna do it.
That little blooper sent him running.
But you know what? Oh wait, they make an error and it goes out of play, and it's gonna score 2. What could have ended the inning extends the lead 4-1. There is no way.
Cow!
That's payback for the home run that Angela should have had, in my opinion. And now that brings up Reese with 2 in runners on second and third now. Can he keep this inning going?
A swing.
If that gets down, that would be crazy. Oh my goodness, it gets down. Sally misplays it.
Score.
And that's going to be an RBI single from Reese to make it 5-1. And now that brings up Jorge with runners on first and third and an RBI opportunity. And they finally go to the bullpen and bring in Stephanie Morgan. We've worked it back to a 2-2 count. We're fighting. And she finally gets us right there. Bottom 11th, they got Keisha Phillips leading this thing off. This thing ain't over yet. We're in the toughest part of their lineup.
A swing.
She's first pitch swinging. Come on.
Ball.
We got to make this play.
And she goes after it. The throw to
There's
first base.
1, 2 outs away. Now that brings Ahmed up. 0-2 count. Kenny wants a slow-mo.
And the throw. A swing.
And we get strikeout number 15 on the day. 1 out away now. And that brings up Pablo Sanchez. We've intentionally walked him 3 times in a row. I'm finally going to pitch to him again right here. 2-2 count. Pitch number 127 on the game for Kenny. We're finishing Pablo off with the fireball.
From the windup, the 2-2.
He's way late. And we finally get the dub here in the random kid wheel challenge. In a thrilling extra innings game that went to the 11th, 5-1. It turns out the third time's a charm. And giving player of the game to Kenny is a no-brainer. He went 3 for 5 while batting and led the team with 2 RBIs, all while giving us a complete game, throwing all 11 innings, 127 pitches, with 16 strikeouts and holding them to 1 run, against what felt like an all-star lineup. I told y'all not to sleep on Kenny when the wheel chose him with our first pick, and he proved me right by putting the team on his back in this one. It feels good to finally be done with that challenge and to be able to move on to the next one in backyard baseball. That's gonna do it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed. If you guys did, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys next time.